Hey guys, my name is Caleb. Welcome to Project 84 Chevy, sponsored by $1000autos.com. I'll be helping guide you through the process of the ins and outs of purchasing, repairing, and making sure that your new used vehicle is roadworthy and ready for everyday use. As you already know, the world of automobiles involves many expenses. A lot of those are hidden expenses. And so for those of you that are kind of new to the world of buying used automobiles, I'm going to kind of help guide you through the legalities of it, what you can expect to go through at the courthouse when purchasing a vehicle. One thing you want to keep in mind, the rules that I'm going to go over are kind of specific to the state of Kentucky. So be sure, and before you purchase a vehicle, be sure that you're aware of how your state functions and the processes that are required to purchase a vehicle. So as far as for the state of Kentucky, I'm sure other states are very similar in this manner, but just a few things. First off, when you buy the vehicle, or when you go to buy the vehicle, make sure the title that you guys are going to be working with actually matches the VIN number of the vehicle that you want to purchase. Definitely don't want to be signing over a vehicle that doesn't match, because if you ever get pulled over and you don't realize it, the vehicle could be stolen, and you're not going to be able to keep a vehicle like that, and something could go on your record that you didn't even do, basically. In general, like once you check the VIN numbers to make sure everything matches up with the title, there's going to be a buyer and a seller portion on the back of the title. That is going to have to be signed by both you and the seller, obviously, and that's something that has to be done in front of a notary. As far as finding a notary, like your local courthouse obviously has people there at all times that are capable of doing that, as well as like your UPS stores. And then of course, any of the school systems are required to have a person, on standby that is a notary. As a general rule, if you don't know someone, you're looking $5 to $10 to be able to do that. So not a big expense, but nonetheless it's something that has to be done prior to taking the title to the courthouse, if you choose not to have it done at the courthouse. Also, like whenever you make it to the courthouse to start the transfer, you have to have a proof of insurance on the vehicle, and so you'll need to call your local agent and have them either fax insurance cards to the courthouse, or you'll have to stop by your local facility and actually get those from your agent. So, a couple things that they'll need is going to be the year, make, and model, obviously, of the vehicle, as well as the VIN number. That way they can get all that information put on the card so that at the courthouse they can see that. Once you have the title signed, notarized, have your proof of insurance, they say you can go on down to the courthouse. They'll get everything started for you. As far as an unexpected expense that a lot of people don't realize is that whatever your purchase price is on the vehicle, you'll be responsible for paying taxes on that in your state. So whatever your percentage is for the state is what you'll pay on the vehicle the day that you transfer everything. As well as the fees that the clerk's office actually charges to do the paperwork, which that's just normally a few dollars. Let's see. Also, whenever you go to the courthouse, be sure and bring the seller with you. One thing that happens 9 times out of 10 is that whenever you buy a vehicle off of someone, once you make it to the courthouse and everything's notarized, if you don't bring that person with you, if there are any type of back taxes owed on the vehicle from prior years when they've owned it, you would be responsible for actually paying those before they will let you completely transfer it into your name. So, you don't want to get to the courthouse and have a couple $100 racked up on it from the, previous owner, and you have to pay that, once you get the vehicle, because obviously, if you try calling them, they're not going to call you back because they know what the deal is. So just bring them to the courthouse with you. Of course, as far as like a guesstimate of what kind of taxes you'd have to pay on the vehicle. You can use online resources such as like kellysbluebook.com or the NADA guide. Either of those you can type into Google and it'll bring it right up for you. You can put in very specific things about the vehicle, right down to the number of miles, the transmission. Be as specific as possible so that you kind of know ahead of time what you're going to be paying at the courthouse. As far as once everything is complete on it, you're looking at a couple of weeks until you get the title into your name, and it'll be sent through the mail. From there, you're in good shape. Be sure and lock that up in a box somewhere that's safe, so that if you ever decide to sell the vehicle or transfer it to another family member or anything like that, you've got that information so that you don't have to go and request another title, because that's just another expense. It's not necessary. And I guess that's about all for today. Once again, my name's Caleb, and Project 84 Chevy is sponsored by $1000autos.com, and we've got tons of videos ahead. I'm going to show you step by step how we're going to fix this old 84 Chevy up, for daily use. And I will kind of go to the ins and outs with you of, when you go to look at a vehicle, a few things to check ahead of time so that you don't end up with a lemon, because we definitely don't want that. So stay tuned, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.